Well, hello there. It's Fraser Young here from Salvation Headquarters, and we are looking at how can a Christian young person stay on the straight and narrow. We live in a sinful world. It is really hard for a Christian to walk with God in 2022. Today, I want to talk about a thing called work. W-O-R-K, work. When God made Adam and Eve, God put Adam in the garden. And remember, this is before the fall, before they took of the forbidden fruit. And God gave them work to do. Now, I imagine it was very pleasant work. I imagine that there were no weeds at the time and that the climate was magnificent. But God still gave Adam work to do. He said, I want you to look after the Garden of Eden, the plants, the trees, the fruit and so on, the vegetables. And that's what they ate. He said, eat whatever you want. Obviously, don't eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But he said, I want you to work the garden. And so Adam did. And it would have been very, very enjoyable. And then, of course, after sin came into the world, when they disobeyed God, God said, Adam, you're still going to have to work. But of course, you're going to work by the sweat of your brow. You're going to be up against the thorns and the thistles and the weeds. And Eve, you're going to have a really hard time in childbirth now because you have disobeyed me. And there's a curse on the world, and that curse is still on the world today. You ever figured out how easy it is to grow weeds and how hard it is to grow nice grass? The curse is still on the world. But my point is, God made Adam to work. God made all of us to work, and we all need to work. It is wrong for a Christian young person not to work. I don't care whether it's at school, whether it's at home, whether it's at church or youth group or whatever. We need to work. And we need to work hard. That is how God has made us. It is soul destroying when someone does not work. Now, I understand there are times of rest. There are times of relaxation. God wants us to do that as well. That's how God made us. But for the most part, we need to work, and we need to work hard. Now, for some people, that's working in front of a computer or reading books or writing, and other people, it's laying bricks or building houses or fixing cars or working in a paddock somewhere. We understand that. It doesn't matter. Work is work, and we need to work. When you're at school, you need to work hard. Do your work. Work hard. When you're doing your homework, do it to the best of your ability. Hey, young people, if your bedroom is messy, that's not good. You need to work hard to keep your bedroom tidy. You need to work hard at home. If mum asks you to do the dishes, you need to do the dishes really well. If dad asks you to take the garbage out, you need to take the garbage out and do it well. If dad asks you to mow the lawn, you do it the best that you can. We need to work. Now, if you've left school, you need to work. You say, but I haven't got a job. Well, you need to go and get a job. You say they're really hard. It's really hard to get a job. Well, I don't know where in the world you're living at, but I know in my particular country here in Australia, it's very easy to get a job at the moment. We can't find enough workers at the moment. So there are jobs out there. It's not always like that. Sometimes it's hard to find a job, but you need to find a job. You say, but the job that I want, I can't get. Doesn't matter. You need to work. You say, but I'm trained for this job. Doesn't matter. You need to work. But I'm not getting enough money. Hey, money is not we don't go to work to get money. Money's just a benefit from that. Even if you weren't getting money, you still need to work because that's how God made us. Someone said that an idle mind is the devil's playground. And this is especially true for young people. When you are not working, when you are not active, then Satan gets to work and you get into mischief. We must work. Every day we go to work in some way or another, apart from the times that we have relaxation and rest. We understand all that. But we need to work. If you don't have a job, go and work for someone for nothing for a while. You say, work for nothing? Yeah, just try it. Go and offer it. Do a day's work for someone for nothing. It'll do you good. Now, if you get paid, well, that's a benefit. But that's not why we go to work. We go to work because that's how God made us. And I've always found it really strange over the years, or maybe not strange, but amazing, that those who work the hardest get the best jobs. They work hard, and you always give a job to someone who is already busy. That's just the way it is. Someone who works hard, that's the person you want to give a job to, because you can see that they are working. And there's many benefits of work. It keeps our minds active. It keeps our bodies active, if that's the sort of work we're doing. It keeps us out of mischief. It keeps us from sin. It teaches us skills. It gives us discipline. And it's also a way of serving others. We need to work. We need to use the time and the talents and the things that God has given to us to work. There's a wonderful thing. It's an incredible thing when you get to the end of a day and you've worked hard that day and you're very tired. It's a wonderful thing that you can look back on the accomplishments of the day and thank God for what you've been able to do. So young people, get a job. Get a job. Even if that means at home, working for dad or working for mum, or helping your school teacher or helping your pastor or your youth leader. Work hard at school. And when you finish school, when you finish university, if you're going to university, or you finish your apprenticeship, or whatever you do in life, make sure that you are a hard worker. You need to be known as a hard worker. There's nothing worse than being known as a bludger. Don't be a lazy person. Don't be a bludger, as we say in Australia. Be a hard worker, and God will bless you for that. All right, just a short one today, but I look forward to being with you in the next video. See you then.